It's a game that Gator fans have camped out for, lined up for, and are fired up for as the Gators host the Kansas Jayhawks tonight here at Gainesville. I said, give him a grade based on your expectations for him, and he said B+ or A-. He's happy with Wiggins as he knocks down the jump of will you get for the Gators.
He gives him a rebounder. Guy that can score inside.
Casey Hill is in as well alongside Wilbekin, and Florida's on the board. We showed you at UConn. Kansas lost down in the Bahamas to Villanova, and then lost at Colorado in their last game. Is 6'8", 230. Embiid is 7 foot, 250.
Embiid's just learning how to play. Really just learning how to play.
Wiggins inside of the big guy. Bill Self yelling at his players this morning. Get the ball inside, and you can see why. What a nice little spin by Embiid, who it bears repeating, never played organized basketball until about 2.5 years ago. Played soccer and volleyball growing up in Cameroon.
Can you imagine the volleyball? Unbelievable.
You get for 3. Yeah, apparently Embiid, when he would spike the ball, I mean, he would scatter some people.
Shooting and perimeter shots are also a real concern for Billy Donovan.
Mason with a 3. I thought this team struggled from outside.
29%.
Knowing when to go after it, knowing when to pull back.
He had 7 against Villanova.
Wiggins with a miss. Back come the Gators, struggling offensively. 3 points in almost 5.5 minutes. Hill, look at that. Wow. The phrase you hear about him is Patrick Young's back in. Michael Frazier with the ball right now for Florida. Both of these teams 6-2. Kansas ranked 13th, Florida 19th.
Frazier can shoot the basketball. That's his strength. Shooting that perimeter shot.
Wilbekin knocks down a 3. He does that better in an up-and-down transition-filled game than in a 5-on-5 game.
We saw that in Duke in the game at the end of the game. He was responsible for winning that game.
Another 3. This one for Finney Smith, and Florida's on a 9-0 run to take the lead.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Seth Greenberg did a great job getting Finney Smith to come here because he's been a big plus. You know what? Not a bad loss. A lot of people lost to them.
Florida's run 20 in a row at home. That's the 4th longest streak in the nation. And Missouri's got the longest at 24. Prather right now not really trying to be aggressive with Wiggins defending him. Wilbekin needs some help, finds Prather. Now he'll drive, get inside, and the shot altered, but how about the follow by Patrick Young?
He was so impressed against Duke. He was so dominant.
And Ellis and Prather, we've really got 2 of the most improved players in the nation from a year ago. Wilbekin still going, puts it up, and hits!
He did a terrific job on his first step in attacking. And as they say in football, if a play works, keep going with it, go with it. Well, he'll keep going with that 1-3-1 defense.
Wilbekin turns the corner, high off the glass and good.
Not good defense right there. A little high screen. He's got to do what he does best, try to attack the rim.
Tharp into Embiid. Gator ball. What a drought for Kansas. Finney Smith. Yes!
They're on fire. They're on fire. And the Rowdy Reptiles love it. They love it.
This game is the effort's completely unacceptable on a number of levels. Can they solve the zone? Ellis spins inside, and they score after a drought of about 8 minutes and 43 seconds.
Well, he did a great job getting the ball into that open gap area to Ellis, but Billy came out of the 1-3-1, went to a 2-3 zone, and they got right in the open seam.
Wilbekin kept the toe down. Frazier with a 3.
That's his strength. He can make those threes.
Frazier shooting better than 50% from beyond the arc this year.
That's one of his big strengths is the full court pressure. Keyed by Wilbekin, loves to play on the defensive end. They got some good athletes, man, that they can rotate all over.
Wiggins on the bench right now. Andrew White III, a sophomore from Richmond, a good shooter, is into the game for KU. That's him with the ball. Embiid gets a touch. Ellis with a cut and back-to-back.
You're too good, man. You're too good a player.
Young. Got it. Did the same against Duke.
Exactly. But Duke was in foul trouble.
Young.
Can't let him get the ball that easy inside. Getting the ball inside too easy. I know he takes a lot of space with that pass. Patrick Young, part of it. They've gone to the Elite Eight. They've lost to Butler. They've lost to Louisville. Cohesive. Florida right now tonight looks cohesive as a team, the way they're playing.
You know, it's amazing that because they lost some really good play. They lost Boynton, and they lost Murphy, and they lost Rosario from last year.
Look at the struggle. Wow. Look at this struggle. It looks almost like a mismatch early here.
Everything but the finish for Finney Smith. Now here's Wiggins in transition. And this is where he excels.
He is a superstar in transition. You watch him at the next level with the 24-second clock, players around him. You know, really, in fairness to him, too, he's playing with a backcourt that's very inexperienced.
Finney Smith with it.
He's going to try and take him into a trapping area.
Into the game for Florida, Jacob Kurtz, a great story, a former manager who became a walk-on and has gotten a lot of minutes this year because of all the issues the Gators have had. They leave Young alone, and he knocks it down from... They can hold for the final shot. Wiggins, step-back jumper, knocks it down. A long two for Wiggins.
You can see some of the skills he possesses right there. The ability to get free, a little one-on-one move.
You kind of see a smile instead of him yelling and getting all over his players. And you can only imagine what it was like at halftime in the Kansas locker room.
Well, he's got a lot of pride. And right now, his team didn't play with that pride. I think they'll have to get the ball in GG.
Screen by Young.
What's impressive with Florida's shot selection, they've done a great job in getting good shots. And that's the key to being an effective team on the offensive side. Understanding what a good shot is.
Wilbekin off the side of the backboard.
Should have dumped that off.
Mason with a full head of steam, lays it in.
You know, that's the kind of Kansas basketball you expect to see. Run, baby, run, utilizing their athleticism. We have not seen that. That may be the first real breakout we've seen.
It feels like more, but it's down to 13. Prather.
It does feel like more.
The length of Embiid bothering Prather. They're running again. Mason does save it.
Reverses to Wiggins.
Wiggins for three. Got it.
That's a big three. I mean, it's down to 10. Would you believe it? As you just said so well, Dan, it seems like it's a 20-point blowout.
It felt like that through the entire first half. Largest lead has been 18, but it's down to 10.
You know, Wiggins looks pretty good when he shoots the ball. Good form, good technique. Even though that's not his forte in terms of his strength, he's not a bad-looking shooter.
Frazier off to Prather. Young battling with Embiid down low. Now Wilbekin for three.
That's a big three. Don't need all totally out of sync in that first half.
Wilbekin defended by Wiggins. Now Finney Smith had a big first half, spinning on Ellis.
Big recovery right there by Wiggins.
Wilbekin the drive, yes.
And then he got lost on. Don't get him out of our league. I don't. I want to see him back in a Rays uniform.
Embiid lays it in over Young. Slam by Embiid off the inbounds.
2 against 1, but you got to be careful with those passes. Don't go lobs.
Wiggins on the bench right now with the under 12 media timeout coming shortly.
You got to create some passing lanes for one another.
Here's a good look for Mason. Knocks it down.
And that's not his strength. He was 3 for 19. Will the real North Carolina team stand up? The one that lost to Belmont or the one that beat teams like Louisville and Michigan State? Big three right there. Johnson, love those two.
Wilbekin, nice fake.
Great ball fake for you young kids. He penetrates, he gets into the unbelievable golden area we would love to get, the 3-second area, and then he throws a ball fake, and 2 guys leave something on the floor.
Wilbekin with a game-high 16. Green rattles home a 3.
That's why he was brought in the game. He can shoot the ball. Wiggins is too unselfish. I really don't. I think that he doesn't assert. He wants to be one of the guys rather than just say, you know what? I'm going to take charge and take command and utilize my great talents. It's not about being passive. I think he's too nice a kid.
Prather lost it. Too strong off the glass, and now numbers for the Gators.
Big play right there. Oh, that's a big play. That's a big play. He's been a star of stars tonight. This guy has made some big, big plays every time the Jayhawks up. Gators taking some time off the clock. Game is theirs if they good shot selection, make free throws.
Left hand, Finney Smith in and out. Follow is good for Prather.
Great second effort. Prather with the tip in.
And a half to go, down by 10.
See, you're down by 10, your team right now. You're a superstar. You got to want the ball. You're Wiggins, you got to want the ball.
Wiggins for 3.
And that's what you got to do. You got to want the ball.
Down to 7.
I like him at the point of the press. I really do. I think they need a little more practice, rotating.
And Prather is fouled.
I think they can be really lethal.
The free throw line.
And we lost sight of that because of the command of the game.
Times.
That's a 15 differential. That's quite a bit.
Wait for Kansas tonight. Here he is rising, missing the shot. And Finney Smith down with a rebound for Florida.
Gonna back it out. Back it out. Utilize the clock.
Boy, this is the guy you want with the ball in his hands if you're Billy Donovan.
And put Wiggins on top of him. And he's accepting the challenge. The bigger, quick Wiggins spreading the court, good spacing.
And they foul Young and beat.
It's just been amazing to think that they went back-to-back for national titles.
You know what's amazing, too? He's been here 18 years.
Came close to going with the Magic and changed his mind.
Big miss by Young.
Wiggins got to want the ball.
Another 3.
He's got to want the ball. He's got to stop being...
With a minute 17 to go. 3 guys up in the front court trying to bother Wilbekin, and he gets it over. Boy, is he confident with the basketball.
Yeah, he loves the ball.
Now he's here as a walk-on on this team, and Bill 2 big free throws for Prather.
Time running out.
Wiggins again.
Who said he can't shoot from deep?
Wow.
Who said he can't utilize this more? I really do. Changing defenses, using their... I got a layup right here.
And Hill's foul. They're going to make
the 7-minute spurt for the Gators. Oh, for somebody to get it. No, somebody, you looked at that.
I'm all right with numbers.
See, I know, I follow you.
Yeah. There's Green, lost it, tapped it, turned it over.
Frustrated there.
If they can stay healthy and eligible.
Your experience, winning experience too. It's one thing having experience, but they got winners experience. 3 consecutive trips to the Elite 8.
Trailer with a slam. Down to 6, but down to 21.
That was years ago.
You never cease to amaze me. Missed them both.
Oh, I fell to the floor.
Green, a contested corner 3. And a couple more seconds.
He's gonna have. The Reptiles really getting into it right now. He's got to let it fly.
And it's over.
It's over.
The Gators extend their home court winning streak to 21 with a 67-61 win over the Kansas Jayhawks. Don't forget Boise State, Kentucky coming up. For Dick and Shannon, I'm Dan Shulman. Thanks for watching. Let's send you to Rupp Arena with Dave O'Brien and Jay Billis.